Since 1955, over 60 years, the Gardiner Expressway has been a major transportation artery in our city, a vital thoroughfare for commuters, businesses, and the traveling public. This highway has been an integral part of our transportation network, critical to supporting the growth of our economy and a multitude of industries operating globally. However, as the structure ages, the bond between the surface layer of concrete and its reinforcing steel breaks down. As a result, incidents of loose concrete falling from the structure have increased in recent years. And it's important to know that while the city is addressing this issue with proactive measures, such as removing the loose concrete and regular inspections, the expressway is structurally sound.
Well, my biggest concern is the fact that infrastructure does need to be replaced over time, and previous governments perhaps have not invested adequately to ensure that we had the money in place to pay for ongoing maintenance and infrastructure renewal.
I guess the congestion will be the first concern, right? People driving to downtown daily. The traffic is going to be a nightmare. So, the secondly will be the cost, right? And it also depends on how long the project drags.
It's a bit of an eyesore, but it could do with a wonderful restructuring like the rest of the city and bring it up to a world standard.
I think that it needs to be done if the city is going to continue to grow.
I'd want to know some of the specifics and make sure that it's a wise investment. They know what they're going to do in advance.
Perhaps instead of renovating what's currently there, maybe they can implement a new system that would make it faster and more efficient for people to get in and out of the city.
Despite the consequences of weather and the intense traffic loads exerted on the roadway, the Gardiner Expressway has continued to function effectively and safely for more than 60 years. The Gardiner Expressway is traveled by thousands of vehicles on a daily basis. This, coupled with the significant growth of our city, has contributed to substantial wear of the elevated portion of the expressway, resulting in a need for responsible improvements and rehabilitation. In an effort to revitalize this conduit to the heart of our metropolis, the City of Toronto has begun some key projects to rehabilitate the Gardiner Expressway. The rehabilitation of the Gardiner Expressway is a major, expensive, and long-term project, stretching 15 years. There will be lane restrictions and delays at times. The city will make every effort to minimize these disruptions, including keeping 2 lanes of traffic moving in each direction during construction periods. This advancement of our roadway will cost between $600 million and $1 billion, depending on various construction options to mitigate traffic disruptions. Starting from the westernmost part of the elevated expressway and traveling eastward, the first project will introduce 3 sequential work zones to help the flow of traffic and minimize disruption during your commute. During this process, 2 lanes of traffic will remain open in each direction and the median barrier wall will be removed. In Stage 1, eastbound traffic will be restricted to the 2 southerly eastbound lanes, and a construction work zone will be established in the middle to replace the deck in the mid-third of the structure. During Stage 2, westbound traffic will be shifted southerly to the 2 lanes on the newly constructed deck, and a construction work zone will be set up in the 2 north lanes to replace the deck on the north third of the structure. In Stage 3, both eastbound and westbound traffic will shift to the north, and a construction work zone will be set up in the 2 south lanes to replace the deck on the south third of the structure. Following this stage, traffic will be reinstated to 3 lanes in each direction. The remaining easternmost part of the Gardiner is currently undergoing an environmental assessment. The future of this section of the roadway will be determined when the environmental assessment is completed. However, urgent repair work and inspections of this portion will be continued during the assessment period. This expressway is a major component of the city's transportation network. In excess of 160,000 vehicles use the Gardiner on a daily basis. We are proud of our city and the foundation that has resulted from both the flourishing business and community. We are working diligently to ensure that this transportation route continues to support our economic growth and commuting safety well into the future.